Well, hello everyone. It is time for another episode of Kitbash, where we are continuing our assembly of the Char's Zaku 2 Real Grade, continuing from 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting over a cold tonight, so I'll be possibly coughing and such tonight. That's okay. Alright, so we have all of our plastic in alphabetical order. And there's our legs and the bottom of that. And so now let's just go ahead and continue from where we left off. It's that simple. Hey Raven, hey Master Chief. So we are continuing with the Zaku 2 right where we left off. So we finished the waist unit. So, yep, this is where we finished off last time. Right there. And so now we're going to start on the arms. Very exciting. So this is pretty straightforward. So we'll start with B9. And as before, we're going to keep everything in alphabetical order as much as we can. So B9, interestingly, B9 actually has what looks like a hand already on it. Did not expect that. We'll go ahead and cut these bits off. Yep. Hey, playing some Monster Hunter World. Nice. I'm still only Monster Hunter rank 4. I need to put in some more hours into that game. Clearly. There we go. See if we can't get any bits of, actually that looks fine right there. And there's a bit there I need to sand down, otherwise I think I'm okay. Alright, so there's that. So that actually, oh, that's actually a, so the hand is still in a joint. That's not a problem. So they actually want me to pop off the hand. Interesting. Okay. Hand is popped off. And they want us to pop off the other pieces as well. That's surprising. Alright. So that goes off. And this is just in there like that. Alright. So they're saying this should just pull off. Yep. It takes a little bit of effort. There's that. All right, and then they're saying there's even a little clippy thing that should come off of there. Huh? They're saying I can pop off this center piece, but I'll need to remove that little thing. Yeah, I can remove this little, oh, yeah, there it goes. Okay. Little piece comes off. I think it'll come back. All right. A little scary. All right, so those fold up. All right, interesting. Then we're going to attach pieces E3 and E2 onto there. Here we go. C, D, E, E3, E3, and E2. We sand those down. Okay, E3. Is that E2, I think? Yeah, that's E2. No issues with that. That's good. Alright, so we have the... Alright, that goes here. somehow. I don't see how, unless I got it backwards. Maybe I got it backwards. Maybe I had it backwards. All right. Okay, yeah, that slides over there. And then E2. Oh, yeah, it fits in right like that. All right. So we have that little piece, whatever that's going to do. Then we grab D3, which fits over it. D3. All right. Hey, Primus versus Unicron. Cool name, by the way. Alright, so that fits in like that, such that that goes in there. Okay. Makes sense. But we make sure that we're positioned with that there. Alright. Then we want, that's interesting, D051. D051, what the hell is that? Excuse me. D, oh, from 051. Ah, okay. So that piece from 051 goes like that. Snaps in there. Okay. I think. But it doesn't seem to like snap in. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then G110. F G1 G110. All right. Right off. No sanding needed. Beautiful. So this goes with this like there onto that with that sticking through there. Okay, whoops, something popped off. I can put it back on. It's okay. Don't panic. Wait, there it goes. And right there. Okay. So we have that part there. I think we're still oriented correctly. All right. Then I'm going to add some pieces here. I'm a little... Ah, okay. So we now take C5 and G111. Might as well get G111 while we're here. G111. Pull that off. And C5. Nothing too confusing so far. C5. All just for one arm. Come on, you. Ooh. I nicked a bit of the piece. But I think it'll be okay. Yep, just shaved into a little bit of the piece there. Alright. That's a shame. It's so small I never noticed, though. Ooh, we did get some extra there, though. I need to shave off. There. Maybe a little. Okay. So, G111. Alright, and there's C5. Which goes into C1, 11, presumably like that, with that down there, yep. And then that goes on this side of it. Okay. While G113 is on the other side of it, and we'll presumably snap it in place. G113. G113. Okay. shave that down. Shave that down. So that's going to go on either side of that. And yep, it looks like, okay, those snap together. All right, so there's part of the arm. And then C6 goes on to that. C6, C6 as well. So how are you all doing tonight? What's new in your neck of the woods? So that should go right, sliding onto there, it looks like. All right, so we've got part of an arm going. One side of an arm. Then to that we're going to attach G1, 1 and G1, 2 with H17 in the middle. So this is going to be an interesting one. It's a little tricky. Why is that? There we go. So we want G1, 1 and G1, 2. There's G1, 1, which will be over here, and G1, 2, which is over here. That makes sense. Sandwich between H17, or H17 sandwich between them. 17. It's like an elbow joint, maybe? All right. We'll check these pieces. Well, that could use some work. All right. So this guy, rotate things around a little bit. So he's going, little studs. No, G1 must be backwards. Nope. Nope, okay. So that goes there. Oh, I see. I think I see. And then the little keyhole guys are for that. Okay, this is a bit puzzle piecey. This goes there, that goes there. This fits in somewhere. In there? Oh. That's why. That goes in there. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. There we go. So there's the bottom of that thing. And now we're going to take G17, 17, add that on. How are we doing? That's fine. That goes here on the side of the arm. And then an F15. I have an F1. I don't think I have an F. F. Do I have an F15? What does an F15 look like? 13, 19, 20, 17, 16. I don't even have a 15 on here anyway. Oh, there's a 15. Yeah, it's 15. Alright. And it's the right shape. It should be F115, I assume. Maybe that's just F. Alright. And then we make sure we're oriented correctly. If that's there, this is to the side. And so that just comes up as a little coupler. Okay, so you have a little coupler there. Alright. And then onto that, we're going to add an E1. and a C. So well, E1. E1. And there's a 1 and a 2 on there. I'm not sure what that means. I assume that means there are going to be a total of 2 of these. Whoa! Hate when that happens. Where is it? There it is. No, come on. Alright. Alright, I see how that is. We make sure that's rotated correctly. This is going to go up. There's that. I want this back here. Apparently. It's not fitting. Huh. Oh, it's possible. Oh, I have to assemble a hand. Let's do that. It might just be held in place with the hand. So we need the E from 051. Alright, the hand from 051. Connecting to a G14. G14. Okay. So we take that like that, and this like this. This will go in like that. There's that. So, like I said, I'm assuming this kind of this goes here, and then we push this guy in here, and then okay, yeah, it's almost like a pressure fit. And it's not a pressure fit, but it just kind of it sits there. It's kind of loose. Doesn't feel right. There's an exclamation point. I think it's just for orientation. I'm surprised it doesn't fit in there quite right. But I'll live with it for now. I can always pop that out. And then they also want me to add C7s onto the other sides of those C7s, which are our little caps for the those cool little things. So in here, they're saying there's actually a little. Is there any particular orientation? There is, slightly. Wow, how on earth can I tell which way it's supposed to go in? Oh, there it is. All right. I go like that. No, no, no. I want you to go straight in. There is actually an orientation. That will cause it to lock in. I just need to find it. Is that it? That's it. Okay. And on both sides. And yeah, I'm just going to have to guess. I'm going to have to... Come on. It's really annoying. There we go. Okay. So, those are in. Now we'll do the shield, which consists of F16. 16. By the way, if you see any little creepy crawly things, hi Red Fox. Yeah, I've just been going for about 20 minutes or so. Just assembled the right arm. Yeah, if you see any creepy crawlies here, I have a slight ladybug infestation. There are one or two of them scattered around the house. There appears to be a nest around here somewhere. Might get into the ventilation or something. I don't know. But I'm okay with that. That's definitely the kind of bug I can live with. Then we attach that to a D7. D7. Have some extra fire if I need it. Thanks very much. Nah, ladybugs are cool. Can totally live with ladybugs. And then C1. C1. Interesting. Has this industrial design here. So we have pretty straightforward. That goes there. Internal support. And then that goes there. Yeah. Cool. There's the shield on the outside, but it has this cool dark gray on the inside. And then we're going to attach to that little mechanism. So all from D. So we've got a D10. Pretty complicated mechanism here. But yeah, thanks Red Fox. I'm feeling much better. I just got the cough now, basically. D8. Feeling a little tired, but other than that, all is well. Certainly not contagious anymore. I'll be going back to work and all that good stuff tomorrow. D10, D9. Oops, there's D8. D9. Gotta make sure I'm keeping track of which piece is which. D9. So how you doing, Red Fox? What's new? And D11. Okay, yeah, these are pretty similar in shape. Not exactly the same, but similar. Similar enough to cause trouble if you're not paying attention. All right. It was there. So, D10 goes in this part of D8, pointing up. Oh. All right. And then this part goes in that part facing inwards. Okay. And then this part gets attached. All right, so we have this like L-shaped piece. And then that gets attached to there. Okay, yeah. And so that's our hinge, and that goes on the side. There we go. So you can lever out, wow, so you can really lever out that shield if you want, and have it move around quite a bit, or pull it right back in. Really cool. All right. So there's that, and then they're showing us that you can do quite a bit with the, yeah, that's a very posable arm, and that's really cool. And it's, wow, it's even moving, so check that out. When I move, look at this right here. when I move that. See how it's pulling that little piece of the mechanism out as that comes. That's really cool. Wow. Very, very detailed. 2 cheap kits. Nice. What kits did you get? Alright, so there's our right arm. Let's move on to the left. Take a quick moment to rehydrate. Let me get some colder rehydration. One of the toughest things about having a cold is keeping yourself hydrated and remembering when you've drunk enough. Okay, so moving on to 06-1, left arms. We're going to go over to B and pull off the other arm. Now there are other pieces from that I'm still not using. So I'm going to reserve those. I'm kind of curious to see if we ever end up using those. Alright, so let's just snip these off. Alright, and then we want to pull off these little baubles here, which I don't use for anything. So the instructions say, so I'm removing them. Okay. Just there to keep it all in place. Then, as he said, or as the thing says, we pop off the hand. I'll put that over here. And then we pop off the cylinder as well as the joint to which it's connected, sort of inside this thing. That does not want to come out. Come on. It's coming, it's just... I don't want to pull out pliers or anything for this because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up the metal. Or the plastic, rather. Yeah. Metal, I wish. Okay. So that's out. That's out. And then we also pop out this little guy in the center. Keep him to one side. And then we move those guys up. Okay, yep. And then we're going to add E2 and E3, which are those little side bits. Begin to build out the structural integrity of the inside of the arm. E2. So which kit did you come across there, WebFox? 2 and E3. Definitely need to, yep, shave that down. A lot of plastic on that one. There we go. And these will be way inside, so the coloration is not a concern. All right. So that's there. All right. So we want, yep, that there. And make sure we're oriented properly for that to fit wherever the heck it goes. I'm assuming it goes. Yep, it goes there. And then this fits into this very. Oh. Oops. There. Little piece sticking out. That should go right there. Okay. That's done. Then we take D3 and attach that to the top. D3. Okay. And That's looking good. So that snaps over the top like this. Oops, gotta make sure it's positioned correctly though. Man, that popped off again. Happens very easily. Okay, so we wanna, that's there, but then actually we change the rotation a bit. So this is gonna come on like that. Okay. So there's that. And then we're going to take this guy and attach him in here, the piece from before. Piece we took off from before. And then we attach G210 onto the shoulder, G210. Definitely becoming easier to pick out. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's a shame. Have to mess that up a bit. Okay. And then we slide this like that. Oops, nope, no. Like that. There we go. Okay. Much like before. Alright, and then quick rotation. I'm going to attach C5 to G211. Whew. C5. Does not want to come off, but I'll make it. C5 and E211. Get this sandpaper off of here. An extra sheet of sandpaper, which is not a bad thing. I just don't need it right now. And it was G211. G211. Comes off nice and cleanly. Yeah. So again, we have this comes in like that. There we go. And then that connects to the to one side of that, like there, I believe. And then we'll need, oh, that popped off again. So that'll go there. Just help keep that freaking thing in place. But now I need G213. G213. Interesting how much softer some of these plastics are compared to other sheets. Sometimes it's very noticeable using slightly different plastics, or just the elements on the sheet are not quite as serious. Okay, that connects together. And then a C6 goes on there. Bouncing back and forth. C6. C6. Is on the bottom. Still haven't done the torso. C6 should slide in like that. All right. Okay. Then this is the slightly tricky one, where we have things on either side and then one in the middle that kind of slides between them. So G22 and G21. So there's G21, blast off. So G2 is going on this side. Hi, Blue Dragon. Quebbly. Nice. Always loved the Quebbly design. It's so fantastical. Belongs more like a fantasy mecha series than a hard sci-fi one. Like, I wonder if it was meant for, you know, Arbather Dunbean or something. H17. 17. Okay. That's good. So, G22 will be oriented like this. And we'll go like that. And then this guy goes in. Oh, no, can't do it that way. Got to fit him in first. There we go. And then he fits in there. His little slot there. And then he can go on there. Okay, good. Get a piece on the other side of that. Then we grab our G27. G2's pretty empty. In fact, I only have 3 pieces left. All right. So there's G27 coming right off. It goes on kind of the back. Yeah. Kind of fits in there like that. And then F14, one of my favorite fighter jets. Probably my favorite fighter jet. F14. Yep, that's that sort of the cuff. Okay. And then it needs to make sure we orient correctly. Yep, there we go. Oh, whoa. A big old piece of plastic there. I think I can just pull it off though. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Completely missed that one. All right, now we add those annoying little bits. So, oh, and we got the, yeah, those. We have more of these for the arms. Yeah, oh yeah, the tubes around his waist. That'll take a while. Okay, so C7. We've got the little caps for the sides. Okay. Doesn't matter which one's which. And I'm pretty sure I can't tell. Maybe it's there? Okay. Oh, yeah, wow. Went right in. Imagine that. The thing's there. Maybe it's there. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we add in E1, which, again, is a little... doesn't seem to fit very well. Kind of a loose fit. But that's okay. That's good. And then to that we reattach it, but we need G2 for the other side of the fist. So G2 4. G2 4. Man. Yeah, we're just about done here with G2. At least. Not with a model. So gotta do the torso and head. And weapons, of course. Won't do stickers because I may go back and do some painting on this. Okay. So this is supposed to go in like that. Yeah, it does not. So I think it's just supposed to kind of rest there, and then the fist just kind of sits there. Okay, fair enough. There's that, and then we have the shoulder. Right. Oh yeah, the cool, like armor shoulder. So let's go with F21. Yeah, look at that. The iconic, like, shoulder pad of the Zaku. Yeah, that's clean. F21. So there's the shoulder pad. Make sure we got it right way up. F21. Kind of hard to tell from that angle. Ah, okay. Yep, okay, so that's there. And then C2. Which is that top bit. Ooh. Pop right off. Right, and the orientation there is, yep, that makes sense. Those are just, yep. It just pops right onto itself. And then we have F13s, which are just these little cones. Oh, you finally watched Your Name. Awesome, Blue Dragon. Yep. Yep. It is a fine film. You know. Definitely a, romantic movie. It's a romance. There's, with a slight fantasy twist. Yeah, it's a lovely flick in more ways than one. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Ah. There's a little plastic on these, and they're just a really awkward shape to hold to sand. But I'll find a way. Here we go. Oh, that's fine. So these just go in like that. Dump. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Nice and firm. And then, oh, there's a little 5-6. Where did we? Oh, did we build 2 of those? Yeah, we built 2 of those. Okay, so I gotta go back and build another one of those little joints that we have over here for this guy. Need one of those over there. So that's all D's. Yeah, I'm really curious actually about a silent voice as well. D10. Because that, I've read most of the manga, and I'm curious to see how the movie adapts it, because it feels it should be in a very similar sort of tone to Your Name. D8, D9, in terms of being just kind of this sweet romantic story with some drama. Pretty serious drama at the beginning if they keep that. If they keep the implication of what he's about to do, and he's a teenager. Silent voice is definitely, I think, going to be one of those things where the manga is better in the sense where there's just, 8 volumes of the manga, so you are going to get into more depth of everything with the manga. But from what I've heard, the movie is an excellent adaptation. As hard as it is to adapt something like that down to, an hour and a half or 2 hours, however long that is, it's like they certainly figured out a way of condensing it properly, or condensing it effectively, right? Where it's not going to be exactly the same. Well, but it's going to be the 2-hour version of that. Okay, there's that. this goes here, oriented there, and that, come on. This goes here. It goes there. I know it goes into that hole, and it shouldn't just pop right out. WTF. It's just popping right out. Huh. Okay. I'm not seeing any extra material on it. Let's try the other one. And that should go like this. Yep, that fits in nicely. Yeah, it's certainly possible that the material just doesn't... Alright, let me just fit it closely. And then try to see if it fits in the other hole. Yeah, it's fine over there. Alright, so maybe if I just kind of squeeze it, maybe if I'm just, you know, firm. Okay, yeah, it's just a tough fit. Okay, so then we use this, and same kind of idea. So that fits in. This should go, yeah, that should fit into there, more or less. Although I think I need to rotate that. And let me rotate that so I can fit that into there. Oh, no, that's okay. Slight orientation difference. This is like... Wait a minute. Nope. Ah. Yeah. This is like this, I think. And then we do that, right? Oops. No. And then we do that. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yep, just a little bit of reworking. So there's our shoulder. We can, whoops. Which can technically pop out a little bit, but okay, yeah, I think we'll keep it nice and, yeah. Okay, yeah, we can do a little bit of in and out like that. Okay. Cool. Time to move on to the body. And then head, and then weapons. Cool, we might get this done tonight. You're down to the last 10 episodes of Iron-Blooded Orphans. Awesome, Web Fox. One of these days I'll get to it. Alright, let's go to B6, which is part of the core. These sort of core pieces. And we have to pop out. Alright, so I'm going to take out, I think I can break off there. And then I need to cut out these two little bits. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So, and we don't want that thing on the top of the ball. I think. No. Good. All right. So we have this thing. So we have that. Okay. So there's the orientation of that piece. Then we grab D14 and D15, which will slot into each other. Still sad. Yeah, well, it definitely sets itself up for sadness, starting very early on. So I'm glad to see that they are delivering on that that tone. Okay, 15. Okay. 15. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. All right. So 14. Okay, so we have that guy there. 14. Oh. Almost missed some serious extra plastic action going on there. Okay. So this should go in there. How does that fit in? There's no slot for it. Oh, goes to the side. Interesting. Okay. Are there two of these? No? Alright. And that goes in like that. Huh. That's a pilot suit. Or it's a pilot's chair, but it's off-centered. Interesting. Then we're going to take 051F and oh! These are the bits that we popped off. 062 F, yeah. Okay. So those are the pieces we popped off of the arms. We're going to pop those onto here. Interesting. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. Alrighty. I'm with that so far. Then we're going to take E22 and attach that on there. This is really weird. Speaking of sad, I finished Girls' Last Tour last week. I think I may have mentioned on the live stream, which is definitely a kind of a bittersweet show about a couple of girls living after pretty much everyone else has died off. Where it's kind of just them wandering, trying to survive. It has this weird kind of laid-back slice of life comedy tone to it on one hand. Okay, so this goes here. Huh. Ah. No, that doesn't make sense. E22. Yeah, it's a little... They want it to go in like this. But then it should like snap in. But it can't. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. So there's a little thing there. Okay, that's there. Weird. And then we're going to attach E9 to that. So it's these sort of moe blob girls wandering through these massive cityscapes. They're involved in this massive, unending war that are now empty of all people. Ah, okay. So yeah, this must be a side-mounted pilot design. Okay, so that's supposed to slide in over top, But that's now in the way. Unless it fits down like that. Huh. It's supposed to fit in through there. Oh, alright, there it is. So there's the front of our Zaku. With this little thing that can go up and down in front of the pilot. Now we're going to move our arms back, or our shoulders back. Alright, and then we're going to attach A1 to that. Ooh, A1. A1. Are you going to do some panel lining when you're done or no? Yeah, I'm going to try. Maybe on this one, I'm not sure. I have some GMs and some balls that I might do instead, just to practice on. Because they're, you know, cheaper than a real grade. But I definitely do want to learn how to do that. Okay, so this goes which way? This goes that way. Ah, so then this has to fold. Oh, okay, wrong way. Like they fold like that, and then back in like that. Okay, and then this goes in, attaching. Got some holes there, some holes there. Come on, there we go. Holes in there. Okay, good. Alrighty, so that back is on there. Then we've got A20, A9, and A9, which looks like the bottom of the torso. A20. Yeah, it's definitely going to definitely do some panel lining in the near future. Like that's the next skill I want to learn. Is how to do panel lining effectively. I won't do it tonight though. I mean, if we assemble all this tonight, then I'll do panel lining another time. Give me some time to look it up and learn about it. In A9s. My least favorite Gundam anime is definitely 0083. Because nothing matters. The main character is kind of bland. Quite bland, actually. Doesn't seem to really grow as a character. And what they do doesn't matter. You know? They kind of don't save the day. And for a Gundam story, that seems like a really poor choice for your milieu. Right? It doesn't have to be amazing, wonderful, you know, saving the world every time. But this is a fundamentally heroic. It is shonen. And especially like you need to telegraph that earlier if that's going to be the kind of story you're going to tell. Okay, so these little panels go on the side. It's pretty. The Hero Gundam from 0083 is probably my favorite Gundam design in terms of the, you know, a primary Hero Gundam. That Shoji Kawamori design is just gorgeous and sleek and all sorts of stuff. You know, I really love the Turn A design, but that's a little off the beaten path. And the action animation is gorgeous, so forth and so on. But it's just kind of like, well, we're, you know, our main character is just kind of sitting here, doing his thing, worrying about being. I mean, he's kind of Shinji without the character growth. You know, and everyone else is kind of a jerk. You know, pretty much everyone else is in his unit. I'm like, I don't like spending time with these people. So why am I spending time with these people? Like why are these the people? Why are these the people we're focusing on? Yeah, more of a topping than part of a meal. That's a good way of putting it. And it's like I tell people, you know, people have called 083 the Top Gun of Gundam, and Top Gun is kind of a big dumb Hollywood movie. So if you approach 083 as being that, where, you know, this doesn't really do much beyond be pretty, then you can totally enjoy it. But it just doesn't have the depth of a lot of other Gundam does. What I think of Igloo, I liked Igloo for being an experiment, for telling these little side stories in Gundam, for being more about the boots on the ground soldiers, the people observing the big events going on around them. I think it did an effective job at that. I think it, at the time, it was very much pitched to hardcore Gundam fans. So I think folks who come into that for a more general entertainment experience are not going to get that out of it. But I think as a as Gundam side stories, I think Igloo does a solid job of that. And the animation is CGI of the time, right? Like, or Japanese CGI of the time. Okay, so this goes onto the bottom of my thing and snaps in like that. Everything is a choice. You know, everything is trying to do something, and it's helpful to know what that is. All right, H13 attaches to E21 for the front breastplate. E21. I do not understand that view of See Destiny, because none of that agrees. We must not have been watching the same show. I mean, I don't know how you look at that and say they weren't even trying. I mean, the whole thing with Kagoli and Kagoli's wedding was them trying. You know, there are multiple plot lines going on there. I'm forgetting the guy's name. Jake Gyllenhaal. You know, the main antagonist is a very different Gundam antagonist, and I appreciate that they brought in somebody who was not a straight up villain. But no, not even trying is, with all due respect, I just don't see how you can see that. H13. Okay. So, H13, slide that off. The other interesting thing about See Destiny is it's arguably the first Gundam to actually deal with this question of what do you do when you are, you know, the most powerful pilot out there, when you are an Amuro or a Camille, and you are asked to be part of another conflict. Like, the correct response is to stop and take in as much information as possible, is to hold off on action as much as possible. And one of the things they do with that with Kira all throughout that show is make it clear that he is saying, look, as soon as I get involved in this conflict, whatever side I choose, they win. So I had better not get involved until I'm absolutely sure who's right. And that whole series is about how multiple factions have different perspectives and nobody's really, clearly right or wrong, even by Gundam standards. Alright, so this goes in like here onto that chest. Ooh. What's my favorite Gundam anime? There's no favorite. That is not an answerable question. I like different ones for different reasons. Okay. So, there we go. So there's our front, and the cool thing is, you can slide the panel up to get to the pilot. And slide it back down to cover the pilot. That's pretty cool. So there it is. And there's sliding the panel up, get to the pilot, sliding it back down. Oops. Okay. Then we add to the top E8. Zeta definitely has definitely the darkest ending in, I would argue, any anime ever. And there's a lot going on in that series. There's a lot that they're kind of layering onto the story in terms of how different characters think and feel. I would argue that Zeta Gundam is the closest to a space opera in the operatic sense of any Gundam. Original Gundam just accomplishes so much given its time. A22 and A23. Oops. Got some things backwards here. B, D, there's A. There's just so much going on in Original Gundam that it's hard to fault it for its other flaws, but it does have other things that are, a little harder for us to deal with these days, like the animation quality and the come on, other stuff like that, the weird fan service. Unicorn does a lot for what it does, but it's more of a thing for existing Gundam fans. It is delivering on a lot of old plot lines that were never really resolved fully. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that is what you're getting. You're getting those bits where folks have always wondered what was going on there. Why did we never see that character again? Okay. So it's amazing on that level, but it's not going to A10 and A11. It's not going to work as well for someone who's not used to Gundam. Turn A similarly. Although I think Turn A works better for non-Gundam fans. But Turn A is kind of Tomino laying down the law for Gundam fans in a lot of ways. So I do love Turn A, and it's an amazing piece of work. But there's also just a lot of Gundam callbacks and references that don't really I want to say they don't make as much sense, but they're not as obvious in terms of what they're supposed to do. Okay, so we have this little guy. Okay. And there's a slight curve. Okay, so he goes here, presumably. And he goes here. That goes like that. Yeah. And that goes like that. Yeah, exactly. I did not realize how many plot lines left over from Double Zeta that I did not expect to get resolved. And granted, I mean, I don't think they were technically unresolved. I don't think they were trying to imply more was going on there. And Double Zeta had some of my favorite moments in Gundam. There are some tremendous moments in Double Zeta. And Double Zeta also manages to recover from some of the decisions made in Zeta that were so controversial at the time. They're able to kind of redeem some of those things and make you appreciate what they did a little more than when they were kind of shocking back at the time. Too much trouble with the with the Turn A Gundam design. Yeah, you get used to it. I mean, it's definitely different. It's definitely weird by Gundam standards. But after a while, it does come together. All right, so we have these little panels that pop on. My gosh, that's crazy. Tiny little panels. I'm hoping I could rotate off, but I don't think I can. So 2, which I am going to have to sand, which is going to be almost impossible. But I did. Goes on this side. And it goes in, oof, like that. Just sand it some more. I actually do have little grippers I could pull out and hopefully hold these in, but I don't think they would. I could sand with them. Come to think of it. All right, push that in. Good. Okay, that fits. And then did I get the other one out? No. Good, Brent. That's actually smart. Keep it where it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, Double Zeta got a lot of flack back in the day, but a lot of that was just fans overreacting to what they thought was going to be this massive trend based on the first couple episodes, and it's like, it's I think I found it. Did I find it? Yes. Good. Okay, I'm just going to pop that in. Hopefully it will fit. It fits. That's fine. Okay, I'm not going to kill my fingernail any further. All right, now we have some maneuvering jets. D13. The weird thing about Gundam is that it is not all things to all people. You know, it's not one of those things where you can tell people, oh, well, if you didn't like this, try this other thing and you might like it. It seems like, folks who try Gundam, if it doesn't work for them, it just doesn't work for them. E27? E27. Gundam appears to be a very, very idiosyncratic franchise where you either love it or you don't. Okay, there's that vernier. And D12 and E27. We're going to have E27 on here. At least in America. Double O, good choice. D, C. D. D12. D12, yeah. I did a Gundam talk. Actually, no, I gave a giant robots talk, mecha talk, at the anime convention last weekend, and it was pretty well attended. But most of the folks there were mecha fans. People did not come to the panel to learn about mecha, even though it was absolutely pitched as a, if you ever heard of if you want to get into mecha, like here's how to get into mecha, like people know whether they want to get into mecha or not. Ah. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh man. I don't see it. I do not see that one. Is that it? There it is. Good. How am I gonna sand that down? Maybe if I hold it like this and then just kill my fingernails. I think that's gonna have to be it. Yep, that's how it has to be. Okay, so we do this, and then we have the thing oriented that way, and we push it in. Okay, so there's 9. Okay, so these are supposed to be, but they're not. Okay, so this is 9. This is 8. Not quite sure, sorry. 8 and 9. So those pieces I just completed. Not quite sure how this is all going to fit together. Okay, but E28 and D17. 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 And D16 go into E28. D17 and D16 go into E28. The non-real grades are a little easier because it's a little more clear where you are in the process, because there are so many different pieces to these. Will we see another live-action Gundam movie slash show? I mean, technically we will with Ready Player One. I think we'll see how audiences react to Ready Player One. Like, if anyone talks about the Gundam sequences in Ready Player One, I think that might be their signal as to whether Gundam has enough traction in America to warrant live action. I think someday we'll see it. I think someday Gundam will get big enough to warrant a live action adaptation. It's just so expensive. Alright, so then they're saying we take... Oh, so we're just going to take those guys and snap them in. Okay. So there's the little thrusters. Verniers, I think. They snap in there. Is that in there? Come on. Why isn't that snapping in? Oh, I guess it is. No, it's not. Oh. Because there was... No? Will this come out? It will. And this will fit in. Oh, okay. They can come back out the other side. They can reverse. Just when you snap it in, they won't. Okay. So there's that. Then this is going to go on the back of that as our little rocket booster thing. should go in. Huh? Are they in the right way? Maybe they're in the wrong way. It's very much unclear. No, they should go in that way. Yeah. Oh, they should just be... Gotcha. Just orient them correctly. That helps. And then A30 goes on top of that. A30, that nice ruby red sort of school backpack for the for that. It's funny. This thing is the only like candy apple red piece. I don't know if you can tell, but all the other reds on this are slightly different shades of red. It's this school backpack. Char. Char. Okay. Nope. Yep. There we go. Okay. And we do it. And we attach A12 to A27, and we're almost done here with the torso. Except for we're going to have those little tubes in the side. A12 and A27. A12. It's cameo, technically. Have I seen Night and Magic? I have not. What is Night and Magic? And A27. So Blue Dragon, Web Fox is referring to a live-action Gundam movie that came out in the 90s. G Savior, which is a somewhat legendarily bad Gundam live-action adaptation made in Canada, but with. I mean, it was a Bandai production. Like they planned it and produced it. But yeah, folks didn't like it very much. Oddly enough. Okay. So here's the little flappy thing. Then I'm assuming... then the tube goes into that. Okay. So now we start the annoying tube. Transport to fantasy world with mecha anime. Gotcha. Alright. F. Moving over to F. Effing F. D, E, F. F9. We're going to pull off all the F9s. Wait a minute. I don't have any, oh, D21. Okay, that's just a... Good, it's a plastic piece. It's not a flexible piece. Whoa! Where'd you go? There you are. Alright, F9 goes into D21. FD21. There's D21. Okay, yeah, that's just nope, D21. Ooh. Almost used the wrong one there. Okay. So all the F9s okay, all the F9s, one there, and then and they're saying to just keep them going, but I don't know how you do that. Like they do. Okay. I assume that's what they're asking me to do. All the F9s go on there. Yep. There are what? 6? 3, 2, 6. Okay. Yep. Yep. Hope it doesn't break. Come on, come on, come on there. There we go. Okay. And then F10s. All the F10s go in there. F10s. And then you break that off. Interesting. All right. You go everywhere. Yeah, I actually didn't mind G-Savior that much. A lot of folks thought it was like the worst thing ever to be made by humanity. You know, they did not have enough budget to make it work in live action, and the acting was not great, but it definitely had a Gundam plotline. Like, all of the essential elements of a Gundam plotline were definitely there. So I really liked that. You know, I think it was just wrong, bad timing. You know, they were looking for a way of getting Gundam to America, or getting Gundam to North America, you know, internationally, and that seemed like a good idea at the time. So I'm never too horrified when folks try something and it doesn't work out. I'd rather folks try things like that and not work out, and then check it out. Yeah, Gundam is the lead. Oh, I'm sorry, an adult is a lead. Okay, then we snap off the lead here, so to speak. There we go. Whoa! Whoa! And then we keep that on. But then we can connect this to that. It's really hard though with these guys swirling everywhere. That goes in there because the beads just want to fly right off. Man, there's got to be an easier way. All right, so this goes in. There's just no way to get purchase on it. Okay. I think that will do there. And then I think I can force it in there. Okay, there we are. Good. So there's the side hose. There's the front. There's the side of the hose. Once more with feeling. D20. Yeah, in fact, I think it's the only time there's been a Gundam with a lead. I'm sorry, a Gundam with an adult lead in that sense. You know. No, 8th MS team, I suppose. Definitely 8th MS team. That's a good point. F3 and F4. F3. Your beads off there. Come on. I'm a little sweaty, and it's causing me to not be able to do this well. Actually, a very warm day here for winter, up in the 60s, which for early February is pretty warm for us. All right, And so the various systems kind of don't know what to do, don't know how to handle that. Kind of shocked. I guess down below, the characters are all adults. That's true too. And young adults, definitely, but adults. What I don't get about this whole bead solution, is why you can't just mold plastic to look like this. Like, am I missing something? You know, it's not going to move in on the model, and you don't want it to move on the model. You don't want it to really change shape on the model. I don't get it. But yeah, G-Savior is definitely boring. Very dull thing. And it's one of those things where, because you don't have the budget for the mecha, you can only do a few CGI shots. A lot of it is characters standing around talking. To save on the money. Which again, the only way to do it, but it's poor choice. Didn't quite work out. Okay. The rest of these are on here. And then get this hose out of the way. And then I think once this hose is on, we can pretty much just pop him onto the bottom. Alright. Then we rake off that. And then we connect there with there. Well, this one, yeah, this one goes right on. Okay. So there's the front. Hose sides. Cool. And then, yeah, I think we can just pop him right onto there. According to that. Yeah. Okay. Coming along. Very svelte. You can go ahead and pop on the arms. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Did not want to come on. Oh, and the joint had moved up. There we are. Okay. So there are our arms. Now we can do our head. So the beads can bend, but they're not going to bend on here. That's what I don't get, is that the hose is hard plastic. And then the beads go on the hard plastic. So I'm like, why not just mold the entire thing with the beads on? That just doesn't make sense. And 1-year war cockpits, that's interesting. And that's weird. Alright, let's go ahead and do the head, which is just like 4 steps plus beads for the hoses. But those beads should be pretty quick. Alright, starting with D4, which is the base of the head. I always have kind of a Voltron feel when I'm assembling these model kits. And I'll form the head. Okay, head. F19 for the chin, believe it or not. D, C, D, E, and that's a F19. Where's F? There's G, there's H, right? There's H, E, D, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, it's over here. My bad. F19. That's what happens when you don't follow your own standards and practices. When you have a procedure, follow it. Alright, so the chin goes on there. There's that classic Zaku chin, or mouth, kind of. And then we have C4, not that kind of a C4. C4, almost done with, actually this might be it for C. Yeah, I think we just, nope, not quite, you're still C3. So C4 pops off, and C4 is going to get popped in to there somehow. Looks like. And then F17 goes on top of that. So let's grab F17. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. F17, which is this ring here. There's a great prank they did on some Japanese show, variety show, where they took an office building, pretended that they were, they were just doing some work to the outside, replaced, or they ran a green screen on the outside, and when they revealed the green screen, they played a clip of a Zaku flying down, at the people there on the inside. And it was a really neat sort of reaction from people, because they could tell it wasn't real in that sense. They were surprised, but it was that, oh wow, that's cool, not oh my gosh, I wet my pants. And of course, they all knew what it was. It was a Zaku. So that was really cool, and that was neat to see. Okay, so there we got the beginning of the head. Then we connect D1 to D19. Again, getting a little confused as to what's going on here with the head. So D1. But yeah, just watching a Zaku fly in, and this is like a multi-story tall screen. It was really cool. So there's D1, and then D19 will go on to that. Nearly done with D as well. Might do a few weapons tonight as well. Or I might do a separate stream. So if I do the lines, I might do some weapons along with the lines. That feels like a good complementary set of things to do. Okay, so this goes into there. Like that. What? That goes in. No, that goes. Oh, okay, that goes in here. Into that. All right. Whoa. And then, oh. It goes in there and then gets flipped around. All right. And then flipped around. Okay, so I got my little piece here. All right. Then that goes into the head. Goes into the head. Goes into the head like that. Okay, good. That makes sense. Then we're going to take... This is the eye. So we need D18. Just almost the last piece on D. We're going to take A15. A15. This is the eye. Whee! It is a small piece. Just clear glass or clear plastic. Come on. Okay. And then they want me to go ahead and put the decal of the eye onto this right now. Which makes sense. I don't want to come back into this. So there's that eye decal. And the problem is I can't tell. Is there an open and a closed side? Or is it hollow? Completely hollow. Is that, I think that's hollow. But I can't tell. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put it on. And then I'll attach the eye to that. And that will tell me. Whoa! There it goes. It went flying. One sec. That's a tiny little clear plastic piece. I am honestly despairing of ever recovering that piece. Dang. It's a tiny little clear plastic piece. Oh, nuts. Did it go in the box? No. Go in the box? No. That's not good. That's the eye. The ladybugs could very well have taken it away. Dang. And where's the actual... There it is. Yeah. Oof. Sure didn't come back in the chair. No. It's not on me. I saw it fly off in this direction. I think it's gone. Fire truck's coming to help me find it. At least it's not shag carpeting. Though it is carpeting. Nope. Dang. It has completely disappeared. Not in there. Not in there. Well, crud. We're not in luck. No, there's no duplicates of that. What good's a Zaku without an eye? This is really disappointing. And the thing is, normally, like, when something falls, I can find it pretty quickly. Like, I've recovered, what, 2 other pieces already tonight? But I can't find that anywhere. It should be right there. Alright, well, I just don't know what to do. Like, there's nowhere else, nothing else I can put on here that will replicate the eye. What is that? What is E16? I don't know. Gosh, that's disappointing. I think it's a lens for one of the weapons. There's a ladybug. There's a form to order more pieces in the box. Yeah. I do not think I have one. But geez, it's like... Didn't pop back up on the table by any chance. Nope. Didn't fall down there. No. Alright. One more quick sweep. It's exceedingly small. Like, it's a few millimeters in size. So it's very easy to miss, even by finger. Excuse me. Nope. It's gone. Oh, wait. Wait. No. Piece of tape. Clear plastic tape, not plastic. Got a little plastic bit. Alright. Well, I don't know what to do. Like, I can assemble the head, but it's going to look really goofy with just this gap where the eye should be. You know, obviously I can order replacement parts, but well, nothing else to do but to finish the head. Can't be too many more pieces. Alright. So, excuse me, bug. Yep, that goes in there. Okay. I would love for it to be swung the correct way around without it popping off. I can feel myself getting increasingly frustrated by this, even though it's just a model kit. Okay, why is that? I just want to rotate that around so it's facing forward. Okay, close enough. Yeah. Out of that goes a 14, which is a little visor. visor. There we go. It's just annoying when you have something like this that's dependent on certain small pieces being there, and they only give you one. It's disappointing, you know? It just is disappointing. Take a broom. See, it's carpet. So brooms don't really work on carpets. Flashlight? Yeah, I'm gonna do a flashlight. It's a good idea. F-18s. Let me get the other two pieces of the head together, then I'll do one last try with the flashlight. Or I'll do one more try with the flashlight. I'm trying to stop saying one last time, because you can always go back and do it again. There are very few last times ever in life. F-18. Yep, that's the Zaku head right there. Oops. Good. So, the visor goes there. Good. And then, wow, it's going to be really hard to move the eye anyway, because of everything's enclosed. Alright. Wish I could play some music for you guys, but YouTube would shut me down in an instant. I don't really have much pod-safe music here. Although I could certainly try. I'd love to be playing Gundam music the entire time. That'd be so awesome. But such is not to be. You know, if this doesn't work, I might double check my my pants, make sure it didn't fall into a pocket or a fold. I mean, it seems like a lot to expect. No. A lot to hope for. But hope's not a bad thing. Just checking this pocket. Nope, not in there. Didn't fly in somehow to there. Nope. No. Alright. Tried all that. Alright, well, what we'll do is I'll go ahead and close down the head, but I can always pop it off again, and I can, if I find it, I can reassemble it. It's only a few pieces. All right. So there goes the head, minus eye. Not the worst thing in the world. And I can pretend the eye isn't on, you know, right? The whole Night Blue Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, I'll start digging into some public domain music. Hard to find. Where do you guys find public domain music these days? I usually use Incompetech, but I'm looking for a good good source. B8. No, D. C, D, B. B8. What does real grade mean? Good question. There are several different grades of Gundams. The terminology is a little complicated of the Gundam model kits. A real grade is small, compact, relatively inexpensive, but also relatively detailed. So it used to be that there were 3 grades. The high grade, which was small and inexpensive. Master grade, which was larger, more expensive, and more detailed. And then perfect grade, which was very large, very detailed, and very expensive. Real grade kind of falls... it is a combination of the lower 2 grades, where it is more detailed like the middle grade, but it is smaller like the lower grade, but it's in the middle in terms of expense between those two. It also features a very special design where it's more interchangeable than a lot of the other designs. So it's easier to swap out parts, swap out heads, for example, or arms or armor, things like that, between real grade kits than between other grade kits. A lot more customizable. So that is an advantage there. There's 8. Did I want to do 8 first? I did. Good. Then we grab our F. And I'll go pop that guy off while I'm here. While I'm in the neighborhood. Heh. Yeah, there have been a variety of different different terms, and it's just changed over time. Real grade is also a style they've been promoting heavily with their new Gundam Build Fighters and Gundam Build Divers series, where they're kind of been pushing the real grade with those shows. And I mean, to be fair, people have been asking for this kind of approach for a while. You know, this is in response to what people have been, what their customers have been asking for, is for something mid-grade between the cheapest kits and the more expensive kits, but still highly detailed. Okay, so there's the other one, but for now, we grab our F7s. More beads, with the last of the beads. 7s. And we'll use all 5 of those here. They're really tiny. Man. Okay, we thread those on. There we are. With a little effort. Ooh, yeah, this does not want to move. Huh. Interesting. Okay, it'll make it. It'll just be a little worrying. On a YouTube playlist? Yeah. I don't trust YouTube playlists, though. Those get taken down, too. And I'm never sure whether those YouTube playlists, like, whether it's okay to use that music, like, on a stream. Sometimes the artists have put it on YouTube with the intent that it's used for normal listening, but not on somebody else's, like, you know, somebody else's work. And who knows? All right, F7 and F8 go in there. But yeah, I'll look on that. Now, painting on an eye. Well, the problem with painting on an eye is that then I can never change it. Right? mean, obviously, that is, you know, you're absolutely right. That is an option. If I'm really frustrated about the lack of an eye, I could always paint it. Ah, get off me. All right, Ladybug, I'm less excited about you now. Ladybug flew out of my cheek. All right. Ooh. No copyright sounds. Cool, thanks. I will keep looking out. I will look for that. Yeah, it seems like a good start. Okay, and then one final one goes on. We break off the stick. I said we break off the stick. Gosh, there we are. Not sure this will all fit. And then that goes on the left side. Okay. Goes on the left side. Fair enough. And then... Huh. It doesn't actually connect to anything yet. It just kind of sits there. Is there something else we're going to put on? Okay, yeah, there's something else we'll put on there that will fit. Okay, good. So F1 and F2 for the other side. Let me, actually, just for fun, let me pull up that YouTube channel. It's taking its sweet time. Every so often I get this, where it has trouble understanding stuff. Resolving host, it's YouTube. There we go. Weird. Okay. Playlists. Electronic indie dance, hardstyle, trap, drum step, melodic dubstep, house dubstep. Tobu. Let's try melodic dubstep. Introducing McDonald's. Ah! I will have to deal with that. Ads. Obviously, I'm not routing it through the audio correctly, but it's a little something in the background. I'm just playing off different speakers. Okay. Next time we'll try... Yeah. Next time we'll integrate that into the audio mix better. Thanks for the pointer. That might solve our problems nicely. At least for that. Let me know if the music is a bit too loud or too soft. Always hard for me to tell how the audio is flowing through. Yep. Okay. That, and then F2. Alright, we're almost done. Which is nice, we've been going for over 2 hours. Down a pinch. Down a pinch. Let's see how that is. How's that? So basically, once these are in and the fin is in on top of the head, which I actually have right here, then we're done. Like I said, I'll do the weapons some other time. This has been a good, long stream. Better? Cool. Thanks. Just looking at the audio levels with that. The thing of it, I could also just download this audio and run it on the local machine. That way I'm not pulling down data. Well, I'm also doing this. Always nice to have all your content local, so you don't have to also rely on a good connection to YouTube for the music and all that kind of stuff. We have ways. But I can also I think I can just play it through YouTube for the time being. Okay. Whoa! Bee tried to escape. Okay, so this goes here. Sticks in. Yep. Alright, then we attach C3, which is, if I recall, is the last of C. Yep. Here's all C. Yay! And C goes in like this. And oh! Need to sand down that. Okay. Oh! Alright. Alright, no, that's okay. Same thing there. Okay. And this goes like this. Alright. Then I use this to sort of clip all of those together. Yep, there we go. Okay. So, there's our head. Nice little piece in the back, clips it together. Here's our fin. There we go. Commander fin, so to speak. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Char Zaku 2. Doing his thing. A little bit of Hari Hari Yukai there. Very detailed, very posable. His real grade's very impressive. I mean, just the amount of posability and natural posability, where this really feels like the way that those, those joints would move. You're right, all ready to crush some GMs. Move 3 times faster than the average mobile suit. Pretty cool. Alright, that'll do it for us for tonight. Thank you all very much for joining me, as always. WebFox, Grim, everyone else, Nostalgic. I should be back in 2 weeks on Saturday nights, normally. And like I said, I think next time I will do some weapons and I'll do some detailing. I'm just going to get into panel lines with Gundam model kits. And then I'll move on to some other fun stuff. So, thank you all very much. See you guys later.